Business Financial Network.
Good day. This is Roger signing in for the BFN, the Business Financial Network. Welcome to our special podcast series, Know Your CEO, where we get exclusive insights from the CEO of one of the many companies our investment audience has been following as we continue to assist our viewers in the discovery of unexplored, brand new asset classes and emerging issuers in the world's markets. And it's a huge pleasure to welcome Mr. Lior Shalkiel, the CEO of NurExone Biologic. How are you doing today,
Pleasure being
Lior?
here. Excellent.
Awesome.
How are you today?
I'm unbelievable. Congratulations on the FDA approval of orphan drug designation.
Absolutely. This is a massive, important milestone for the company. Our drug is amazing. And one thing that is clear, we are going to the hardest points of science, the holy grail of science. We try to have the therapy for acute spinal cord injury, people that suffer from spinal cord injury, cannot feed the legs, after car injuries, ski injuries, etc. We want to be the answer for that. We want to make them even with a good chance to have functional recovery and even walk again.
Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, that was my first question. Could you explain how NurExone Biologic's exosomes delivery system is specifically designed to address these challenges associated with spinal cord injuries?
So let's start with explaining what is exosomes, because a lot of audience will not understand it. It's like a pure science. Let's take it as a drug delivery system or a vehicle. Like a car, you have a cargo that you need to move from one place to another. Okay, this is our vehicle, but this vehicle is amazing. This is natural vehicle, natural big truck that brings from cells to cells a lot of things. This is why those exosomes, or in another word, extracellular vesicles, our vehicle, they have a therapeutic effect. We use this natural behavior to deliver our RNA, our specific RNA, that this RNA intend to have proliferation and exon growth of neurons, meaning that they can regenerate or reconnect, okay, rewire again. So the signals from the heart for the brain goes back to the legs and you start to feel your legs again, or you can have reflex, or your sensoric feeling will improve.
Wow, unbelievable. That's incredible. And, what really inspired you to pursue the development of this innovative exosomes delivery system? And, how did it evolve into the solution it is today?
Excellent question. So we are a spin-off company from two elite universities from Israel. One is the Tel Aviv University with Professor Daniel Offen, and the Technion, which is the MIT of Israel from Haifa, with Professor Shulamit Levenberg. They had a very long time joint research. They tried different ways to regenerate neurons in different approaches, with stem cells, with some kind of a device that you made into the injury itself. With this generation of evolvement of research, they start to check also the possibility to use just the exosomes. Those exosomes are secreted from stem cells. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that was the hype. Stem cells can do everything. But now, a lot of people will understand that stem cells are important, but it's not necessary to be the therapy. What is the therapy actually is what they secrete. What they secrete is exosomes or EVs. And we use this exactly. And this is the change of medicine during the year. What is in the past was important. Now we understand that we can apply it to better medicine only what they secrete. So this is, as I said, a very a long process. It's a generation of research, and now 2.5 years since NurExone was established as a company, and with the aim to bring this therapy into a clinical phase, we understand that this technology can actually work, and we did several proof of concept, and we repeat the same experiments again and again, and we saw similar results. We see functional recovery in rats, in different models, in even different suppliers of cells. We could see that those cells that we had secrete exosomes, and those exosomes in 2 different experiments could do the same job. And so we're confident with the support of the FDA after the pre-IND that we had, that we can bring it to the IND phase and the clinical stage.
Wow. And with that being said, I don't know if you're aware or not, but I'm sure this is a huge news story. There's a gentleman by the name that's a billionaire, Brian Johnson.
Yeah, and it's a good story.
Yeah, so he is actually doing this therapy, and I believe it's unregulated therapy. But regardless of that, is exosomes, do they play a role in this type of, staying young and fighting aging?
There are a lot of research about it. And one of the clear thing is that the numbers of exosome per body mass going down with the age. Okay, so if you as a baby you have the most abundant exosomes in your body, and when you are old you have less, maybe it's a scale for longevity. Fine. To turn it to therapy, you need to pass regulatory efforts.
Obviously.
And this is what we do, and this is what we pay for. You can find shortcuts. You can go to Mexico, you can go to other places which are sub-regulated. Each one can do whatever he wants. But there are scientific evidence that those exosomes we use and others are with a very good toxicity profile, meaning that they are not toxic. Apparently, they are not toxic.
Yeah.
And think about it again and again. When this gentleman that decided to take blood from his son,
that's correct,
every day, he is actually transferring blood from 2 human beings. We do it all the time. If you have a blood bank, they check for your blood type, and that's it. But there are other factors inside, including exosomes, that transfer from one human to another. And we are screening only for blood type. Okay, we screen the blood type A, B, O, plus, minus. That's the only thing that we screen in a blood test when you do a blood transfer. Meaning that, okay, it's probably another evidence that the exosomes are very safe. And indeed, at least in our hand and also other company, we see that the exosomes are very safe, no toxicity issues, and they're doing their job. They are communicating cell to cells and bring the cargo to the target. That's what we want.
Exactly.
What we see.
Awesome. And in the realm of regenerative medicine, how does NurExone Biologics' business model and revenue generation strategy differ from traditional healthcare approaches, and better yet, the small niche market of competitors in your space?
Good. So we are biotech. Biotech is another field. And
Yeah.
usually when you see a startup, when you see a young company, you see a one product.
Yes.
But NurExone is not only that. NurExone works so hard in the last 2.5 years to have a platform technology that built from 3 elements. How you produce the exosomes, we produce it in 3D. That's our aim, to produce it in 3D under our patent. And the patent includes also, very importantly, this is the hardest patent that you can get, composition of matter, how the exosomes are actually look like. Specifically to the production, specifically to the production and the way we are working with our exosomes. Second element is how you load these exosomes, these EVs, how you modify those EVs, and our technique is to modify them depending for our interests. In our case, is siRNA that we load inside, and we do it post-production. We produce the exosomes and load them post-production. This is a very different approach to other companies. Other companies will say, okay, we want to modify it in using gene modification. We are going to modify the cells that secrete the exosomes. It's very hard regulatory-wise to convince the FDA when you modify the cells, you don't actually change the exosomes, okay? So our loading technique is unique, and this loading technique, I think, has a huge value, financial value, that can be translated to potential partnership, M&A, even joint ventures in the very early future, since this is based on patent and it's not referred to a specific product. If you are a pharmaceutical company, let's say you are Novartis, and you say, I want to load X protein, X peptide, X siRNA, and you need a good delivery system that is under patent with our loading technique, have it in one shop. It's called NurExone.
Wow, that's incredible. So, looking ahead, can you provide a glimpse of the future milestones and innovations that NurExone intends to achieve, which could be of interest to our investment audience and the broader medical community?
Again, so here we are splitting again. Portfolio, we have the XOP10, continue the hard way, very specific way, going to the IND and preclinical study somewhere in 2025. Second way is regarding the platform. And this is very interesting to investors. Those potential deals, potential licensing, partnership, joint venture, this is revenue stream that my responsibility to bring to the company based on patents, by the way, which are not published yet. We are at the moment patent pending in a PCT stage. Okay, they will probably be published in the next few months. Nobody knows how we do what we do. Okay,
very good.
When they know it, they understand that they will understand the potential of it.
Wonderful. That's unbelievable. Lior, thank you very much for spending the time with me today to explain to our investment audience what makes your company unique in a very, very intriguing and evolving space.
Thank you so much for your time. Happy to be here again when we have more milestones.
Awesome. Look forward to seeing you again. Take care.